Newshour at 10, driven by Hyundai, co-powered by Siska, Light Years Ahead, and Rajasthan Tourism.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about just a cartoon. It is about the fact that politicians today have decided to make it their fashion to mute and muzzle the media. Ladies and gentlemen, when injustice is meted out, then it is our duty to raise our voice. Times now stands with cartoonist Bala because we desist muzzling of the voice of the Fourth Estate. We have borne the brunt of political intimidation and we continue to do so. From Maharashtra to Bengal, from Delhi to Tamil Nadu, the political fraternity is one when it comes to muzzling voices that raise inconvenient questions or shows them the mirror. If all was well in Tamil Nadu, will this cartoon have been inspired? A couple and their kids immolated themselves in Tirunelveli outside the collector's office. And the state arrests the man who questioned this apathy and defames the family that ended their lives in such pain. I call it the Murzal syndrome, where netas are rushing to mute those voices that question the status quo. India stands with Bala tonight.
India with Bala. This is the growing sentiment across the country. Arrested for his critical cartoon against the EPS government, the Tamil Nadu cartoonist was released on bail by the court. In an incident which can put the state government to shame, a man and his wife set themselves and their two kids ablaze at the Tirunelveli Collectorate complex. The family committed suicide allegedly due to harassment by a moneylender. Bala's cartoon was intended to criticize this horrifying suicide. But after he was arrested for obscenity, support started growing for the cartoonist. While the government continued to justify the arrest.
There's a limit for everything. We have media freedom to write. We accept that. But there is a limit for everything. You depreciate the chief minister and the collector and the commissioner in a very bad manner. You have seen that picture.
The opposition has accused the government for trying to muzzle freedom of expression.
Prima facie, I feel that this denial of freedom of speech and expression, which Indian Constitution guarantees.
Whether you like that cartoon or not is immaterial, is irrelevant. He was perfectly legitimate to express it because he aired people's interests.
In fact, this is not the first time when the freedom of expression for the media has been curbed. From Bengal to Tamil Nadu, Times Now journalists have faced the brunt of the state's ire.
The arrest of cartoonist Bala has triggered massive outrage in the state, with opposition parties and activists slamming the government and calling it a direct attack on freedom of expression. Even as Bala is out on bail, he remains defiant and he says that nothing can stop him from doing his work. In Chennai, Shabir Ahmed for Times Now.
And he first wanted to mute Murzal, the movie, and now BJP's National Secretary H. Raja justifies Bala's arrest. He in fact also attacks the media, calling it as anti-national, quoting Donald Trump. Listen in.
Instead of sending some message, it just shows vulgarity and filthiness of the mind of the person who created that cartoon. That is why I have taken objection to it. The rot which has come into the system has to be stopped. Presenting a chief minister in nude or something like that, instead of conveying the message about the seriousness of the problem, only the cartoonist has diverted the attention.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Who do you stand with on the News Hour tonight? India with Bala is the hashtag. Tell us what you think on Twitter and on involve.in, www.involve.in. Newshour, India with Bala. We want to know your thoughts. Good evening, Mr. Muralidharan, Aseem Trivedi with us. I also have Chinmay Sriprada and also Apsara Reddy. Let me start with Chinmay. Chinmay, you've been on the other side. You've been on the other side. You've been at the receiving end in the past. But tell me, who do you stand with today? Do you believe showing the government the mirror, questioning apathy, should be muzzled?
I definitely believe that. I think, yeah, I vehemently disagree with Cartoonist Bala's cartoons. I disagree with his style. He's been extremely vulgar. He's a blatant misogynist. And I have personally suffered because of Bala's sharing an extremely defamatory article about me. He actually wrote an article saying that I spoke against the Tamil Nadu fishermen. That was without verification, but I suffered the aftermath of that. I continue to be living with this rumor, but I still believe he has the. Why am I being interrupted? Why am I being interrupted?
Bala has just joined us on Skype. Balaji
has the right.
Mr. Bala, listen to her.
I still believe that I might disagree with Mr. Bala. I might disagree with his style of cartoons or his writing or anything, but I defend his right to share it. I believe there must be plurality in this. This is a democracy, and there can be criticism for the government. And I sincerely believe that if the government wants to speak to its critics, they can, try dialogue, and not go into arrests. Of course, they could have also slapped a defamation case as has been the norm. But I don't think he's been an ethical human being in the past. But in this particular case, I don't think this is justified. Whatever has happened against Mr. Bala.
No, that's very big and large-hearted of you, Chinmay. For you to say that I do not agree with this man, मैं इस आदमी से disagree करती हूँ, or I disagree with this man, but I stand and I defend his right to express himself. But Mr. Bala, good evening. आप हमारे viewers को बताइए, because
this is exactly what India stands for.
True. Yes, and you cannot force or you cannot browbeat somebody. You can't say that I disagree with you. You can agree to disagree, but you can't browbeat somebody. But Mr. Bala, आप देश को बताइए, सब कहते हैं कि आपने जो किया है काफ़ी वल्गर था, थोड़ा अश्लील है, ऐसे क्यों आपने रिप्रेजेंट किया? इसका क्या जवाब देंगे?
नहीं, मुझे उसमें कुछ वल्गर का ऐसा कुछ नहीं. वल्गर जो होता है आपको देखेगा तो कुछ भी कुछ होता है, वो वल्गर होता है. ये कार्टून देखेंगे तो आपको कुछ होता है क्या? गुस्सा आता है आपको. वो जो बच्चे लोग जलते वक्त मरते थे वो देखेंगे तो आपको जो उसमें कुछ होएगा क्या? उसमें कुछ वल्गर है. वो ये जो गवर्नमेंट है, ये बकवास गवर्नमेंट है. विदाउट ये जो कुछ पब्लिक का ऊपर कुछ भी है, ये नहीं है. वो नंगा कड़ा है. वो बच्चे लोग वो गवर्नमेंट को नंगा कड़ा के चला गया. वही मेरा कार्टून बोलना चाहता है, बात करना चाहता है. इतना ही है वो कार्टून का कॉन्सेप्ट, बस इतना ही है. इसमें कुछ वल्गर क्या है इसमें? ये तो कार्टूनिस्ट का फ्रीडम है, कैसा भी एक्सप्रेशन कर सकता है. ये क्या
नहीं, पर लोग कहते हैं, मैं आपसे सीधी बात पूछ रहा हूँ. काफी लोग बोलते हैं कि काफी लोगों का कहना है कि आप इस फ्रीडम को मिसयूज कर रहे हैं. आपको लगता है आप इस फ्रीडम को मिसयूज कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, मैं मिसयूज नहीं कर रहा. मुझे पता नहीं. वो एक कार्टूनिस्ट अपना गुस्सा, ये बच्चे लोग जलता हुआ, ये गुस्सा कैसा एक्सप्रेस करे, आप ये बता दीजिए. कोई बड़ा आदमी लोग कहेगा तो पूछ के बताओ, ये गुस्सा आप कैसा एक्सप्रेस करेंगे? ये इसी के अलावा मुझे ये कार्टून डाल ही नहीं सकता. मैं ऐसा ही डालना मैं इसमें कुछ गलती है करके मैं समझ रहा नहीं.
Right. Bala, please stay on with us. Because there are other panelists who are listening to you and viewers are listening to you. So zara unki baat bhi sun lete hain. He's comfortable in speaking in Hindi or in Tamil, but he understands English. Aseem Trivedi, Muralidharan and Apsara and Chinmay. So that's why he's conversing with us in Hindi. But Aseem Trivedi, you've been on the wrong end of the stick. Where do you stand? Aseem, can you hear me?
I could not hear you. Yes, now.
You can hear me now. Aseem, where do you stand now? Where do you stand? Do you stand with Bala? You heard Bala. Do you agree with him?
मैं पूरी तरह से बाला के साथ हूँ और मुझे इस कार्टून में वाकई में कुछ भी वल्गर दिखाई नहीं देता है। जो उन्होंने नेकेड दिखाया है अथॉरिटीज़ को, मेरे ख्याल से वो सिंबोलिज्म है। जब किसी को हम बेशर्म बताते हैं तो उसे नेकेड बनाते हैं। हमारी तरफ बोलते हैं कि ये आदमी नंगा हो गया है बेशर्मी में, या ये नंगा ही कर रहा है। ये सिर्फ सिंबोलिज्म है और कार्टून सिंबोलिज्म पे ही चलता है। हम जो दिखाते हैं उसका मतलब हुबहू वो नहीं होता ना। पोएट्री में हम सिंबल्स इस्तेमाल करते हैं, कार्टून्स में हम सिंबल्स इस्तेमाल करते हैं। तो कार्टून को देखते समय हमें थोड़ा ज़्यादा सेंसिटिव होना चाहिए फोटोग्राफ्स को देखने के अपेक्षा, और हमें समझना चाहिए कार्टूनिस्ट ने जो भी ड्रॉ किया है किसी ना किसी चीज़ को सिंबलाइज किया है। तो मैं बाला के साथ एकदम सहमत हूँ। और बार बार ये कहा जा रहा है कि ज़्यादातर लोग या बहुत सारे लोग उसको वल्गर देख रहे हैं, तो बहुत सारे लोग मेरे जैसे भी हैं, शायद ज़्यादातर लोग मेरे जैसे ही हैं जो उसमें कुछ भी वल्गर नहीं देख रहे हैं, कुछ भी ऑब्सीन नहीं है। ज़्यादातर पेंटिंग्स में लोगों को न्यूड बनाते हैं, मतलब न्यूडिटी अपने आप में एक आर्ट की तरह है। एम एफ हुसैन साहब की पेंटिंग्स की बात करें, आप किसी भी आर्ट कॉलेज में जाएं, ढेर सारी आर्ट आपको मिलेगी जहाँ न्यूडिटी है। सिर्फ न्यूडिटी का मतलब वल्गर होना नहीं होता। न्यूडिटी और वल्गर दो अलग चीज़ें हैं। कुछ भी इरोटिक नहीं है, कुछ भी शर्मनाक नहीं है। हाँ, आपको देख के गुस्सा आता है, आपको देख के दुख होता है कि ये हमारे अथॉरिटीज़ हैं जो एक फैमिली को बचा नहीं पाए। मैं पूरी तरह बाला के साथ हूँ। और सारे के सारे लोग जो आपत्ति कर रहे हैं, मुझे उनके आर्ट को लेकर जो उनका टेस्ट है, जो आर्ट को लेकर उनकी समझ है, उस पर डाउट है कि वो सिंबोलिज्म को समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं। और जो बाला ने कहना चाहा है वो उसे या तो समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं या जानबूझ के भी अनदेखा।
So you're saying that people have not understood the symbolism? जी, symbolism ये बात है मुरलीधरन, he is saying that the symbolism is that the authorities have been caught with their pants down. बेनकाब हो गए हैं. That's what they are saying. They are saying that the authorities did nothing. They are busy pursuing their selfish interests. They are busy for chasing notes, and they've forgotten about the people. That's the story that he's putting out. Should he be in jail for that? Is that not the reality in Tamil Nadu today, Mr. Muralidharan?
Anand, what you need to understand is, let's look at that self-immolation. Okay, there was one adult who decided to borrow some money at a very high interest rate, okay, which we know very clearly that he could get into trouble. Okay, now when he got into trouble, he and his wife decided to self-immolate themselves. But, okay, with due respect to this incident, and I have nothing to demean them or anything, all I want to tell you is, those two kids, innocent kids, they did not decide to self-immolate. This was action of the responsible father to self-immolate them. So, Mr. Bala's anger is understandable without understanding what happened there.
Where did this happen? Where did this happen?
In front of the collector's office.
Since you know so much about
the collector's office.
So who stopped it? Who stopped it? Who stopped it? Who stopped it?
Who stopped it?
In front of the collector's office.
When it's happening in front of the collector's office.
Did anybody stop it?
First of all,
did anybody stop it?
Sitting inside.
The collector is busy trying to look at the antecedents and defame the person. Why? If that was the case, did the collector not know that this was happening right outside? So he didn't bother. The collector did not bother when this was happening right outside.
It's a meaningless debate.
Oh, it is
a meaningless debate.
4 lives lost.
4
lives lost, and it's 4 lives lost. 4 lives lost.
There were people who were standing outside.
The collector did not know what was happening outside. You are trying to say the collector and the collector's security detail and all of them did not know what was happening outside. Apsara Reddy.
I expect the collector to come and save me.
Apsara Reddy. Apsara, listen, Mr. Muralidharan, you can shout as much as you want. You're not going to mute the voices which are questioning what's happening in Tamil Nadu today.
You will never give me a chance. You are taking a
Anand, while the over-enthusiastic supporter of the government is diverting the issue, the larger issue is...
You are not giving the people a chance to voice their dissent and voice their concern and voice their pain.
Anand, can you come to me, please?
Mr. Muralidharan. Yes, Apsara.
There is a difference between dissent and all this defamation and obscenity.
There is a difference
while
between
the over-enthusiastic supporter
and a system that is caught with its pants down. Yes, Apsara.
While the over-enthusiastic supporter of the Edda Party government is waxing eloquent about obscenity, I'd like to bring back to focus the issues of the people of Tamil Nadu. We have a mute chief minister who wants to muzzle the freedom of press, who wants to clamp down on creativity. We have in a country where parliamentarians are caught watching porn. What vulgarity are these politicians talking about? All of us need to have broader sensibilities when it comes to cartoons and expression of freedom of expression, because cartoons are meant to provoke. They're meant to initiate dialogue in the country, and plurality of thought must be encouraged. Why is the Chief Minister filing sedition charges, telling us, and the BJP spokesperson and other channels and perhaps even here, telling us what movies we can watch, what we can eat?
It can provoke anger, everything.
I'm sorry, there's no insult in it. It depends. 1 second, there's there's lots of nudity across all media.
Look at what they are saying.
What you consume. I'm sorry, hear me out.
I'll tell you what.
Nobody's insulting. Nobody's interested in insulting Mr. Minister.
Chinmay,
I think Mr. Bala has expressed his version of that incident.
Just by raising your voice, you cannot drown out those. Don't try and attempt to drown out those who are asking questions of the system. What's going on?
Let him file a defamation case. How can you clamp down on
relatives? What kind of shame they would have been put through? You cannot hurt somebody's feelings. You have hurt their entire family.
Oh, really? 4 people died? 4 people died? Their feelings, their lives don't matter. Their lives don't matter.
I think you should stop supporting Edapadi Palanichamy's government for whatever you're doing it for.
One more point I'll bring up.
My point is,
Bala came out on bail.
right now, everybody, yes, what did he say? He's listening. What did he say?
Bala came out on bail. You know what he said when a reporter asked him? He said, will you continue? I will continue. I will make it much more vulgar and obscene. I will not only the Chief Minister, I will do it even to the Prime Minister. Is that the kind of statement
because that is Mr. Muralidharan, when you try and force and muzzle somebody's voice, those voices get more determined to try and break the shackles and raise their voice further. I'll tell you what, Mr. Muralidharan, I am being gentlemanly here right now by not muting your voice, because I believe everybody deserves a fair voice here on the Newshour, Mr. Muralidharan, but don't outshout everybody. Can you not shout and speak? Can you not shout and speak? Can you speak? Can you speak in a tone? Can you speak in a tone? Can you speak in a tone that is audible and not noise?
It's anti-ADMK.
Mr. Muralidharan, calm down.
It's anti-ADMK.
Mr. Muralidharan, calm down. Don't shout, sir. I'm just going to go across to Chinmay and then go back to Bala. 1 minute. This is what viewers are saying. A corrupted system. One sec, Apsara. People are saying, Chinmay, Vikas Mishra from Kolkata says a corrupted system is a naked system. Obscenity is the shadow for the insecurity of the people in power. That is all, Anand, says Bipin. They also said, Varsha says the government should promote freedom of expression and speech rather than arresting people who express themselves. Chinmay, do you believe that there is a growing tendency to try and muzzle? You remember 150... Mr. Muralidharan, I am asking Chinmay.
I can't hear you at all.
May I speak to her? May I speak to her, Mr. Muralidharan?
I can't hear you at all.
Because you are trying to prove my point. You are trying to prove my point, Mr. Muralidharan, that you are drowning out voices who express an opinion variant to that which you want to enforce on people. Chinmay, she spoke at the beginning. You didn't even listen. Listen now. Chinmay,
did she feel like the other...
let her speak. 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 Yes, Chinmay. Do you believe that there is this growing tendency to mute voices that are expressing dissent?
I definitely believe so, and it looks like it's become a little higher now, especially there was Professor Mr. Jayaraman who wrote this book where he critiqued the government's interlinking of the rivers, and I think he also criticized Mr. Jaggi Vasudev's Rally for Rivers campaign. But the point is, if somebody is criticizing a scheme or something that the government is coming up with, especially when environmentalists are saying that this interlinking of rivers might not work, I definitely believe that perhaps they can attempt dialogue, and that's why I think criticism works. We need all these voices. If everybody is going to be agreeing with everything, what is the point? Where are we going to be progressing, and where will there be development? And I definitely believe, at least in the recent past, and Tamil Nadu, I think over time has been a state where people have welcomed criticism, people have welcomed dissent, and this is not the Tamil Nadu that we or our grandparents are used to. And dissent and stifling dissent has become a sudden norm, which I don't know why, and I hope this changes for the better. I am not for stifling dissent, no matter how much I disagree with somebody's style or language or cartoon or vulgarity or obscenity or whatever it might be. I think just like the very famous quote which is wrongly attributed to Voltaire says, I might disagree with you, but I will defend your right to say it.
Very rightly said, and that is the spirit that we would like to see. And Mr. Bala, मैं वापस आपकी तरफ आ रहा हूँ. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं कि क्या आपने जानबूझ के ऐसा दिखाया ताकि आपका कार्टून दुनिया भर में मशहूर हो जाए या आपका कार्टून बिके?
नहीं सर।
या आपको सही में लगता है जो आपने किया सही है?
मैंने ये किया वो एकदम बराबर है, और मैंने ये जानबूझ के नहीं किया। वो जो बच्चे लोग मरते थे, जलते थे, वो एक दो बच्चे लोग का पिता का हिसाब से मुझे बहुत दर्द दिया था, मेरा बहुत पेन था। वो 2 दिन का रात मुझे बहुत तकलीफ था। वो मैं कैसा एक्सप्रेस करूं सोचा, तो मुझे ये कार्टून, ये इसी का ऊपर तुम कार्टून नहीं डाल नहीं सकता, ये लास्ट एंड है। वो अपना गुस्सा कैसा एक्सप्रेस करेगा था, ऐसा ही कर सकता है कार्टूनिस्ट। मैंने कोई भी कार्टूनिस्ट ऐसा ही डालेगा। इसमें कुछ गलत है, मैं कुछ किसी को न्यूडा ऐसा कुछ ड्रा नहीं किया उसमें। वो किसी को वो पर्सनल संदीप या कोई दूसरा कोई उस जगह पे कोई रहता तो भी वैसा ही ड्राई कर सकता था, क्योंकि वो पावर सेक्टर जो पावर में रहता है उसी को हम लोग कार्टूनिस्ट क्रिटिसाइज करता है। इसमें कुछ गलत नहीं है। जो केस है, मैं ये ऐसा सोचता हूँ कि इसका पीछे क्या है। मैं जो मोदी और एडप्पाडी गवर्नमेंट का बारे में बहुत कार्टून डालता हूँ। ये इसमें गुस्सा हुआ इन लोग का, ये गवर्नमेंट ने क्या करता है, वो ये इनको एक ऑप्शन मिला है, जो वो दूसरा कार्टून से मेरे ऊपर एक्शन लेने से ये कार्टून से एक्शन लेना इसी तरीका है। एक कलेक्टर इसका अंदर आया है, जो कलेक्टर का पावर का हिसाब से अपन इसी से एक कार्टून इसको डरा सकता है। और मुझे डराने का काम नहीं है। ये जो मीडिया पर्सन है और कॉलमनिस्ट है, जो पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट पीपुल है, इन लोग सबको डराना है। जो गवर्नमेंट एंटी गवर्नमेंट का न्यूज आने का नहीं, एंटी गवर्नमेंट का कार्टून आने का नहीं, इतना ही इन लोग गवर्नमेंट अपने को मैसेज देता है। इसी का पीछे यही पॉलिटिक्स है। ये जो पॉलिटिक्स, ये बिना सीएम का, बिना कलेक्टर जी ने ये केस नहीं कर सकता है। ये सब उनका पीछे से ही हो रहा है। सीएम को मालूम है, सब कुछ मालूम है, उनका परमिशन का हिसाब से हो रहा है।
So your point is that unless there was a nudge from the powers that be, the district collector would not have moved to take action against you and also come out to try and defend the kind of action that happened. The unfortunate immolation of a couple and their 2 children right outside the district collector's office in Tirunelveli, and Mr. Muralidharan says the collector was sitting inside his office. How would he come to know what's happening outside his office? And you expect us to believe that? I have to wind up for the moment. I thank you all for joining us in the News Hour tonight at debate number 1. But on the other side, in just about a minute, I have Vidya Balan with me here in the News Hour studio.